On NBA 2K24, I am teaming up Anthony Edwards with the GOAT Michael Jordan. As you can see, we're here on NBA 2K24 with the Minnesota Timberwolves, and we don't have Anthony Edwards atop the Minnesota Timberwolves roster as your best player. We have Michael Jordan. This is the 1996 version of Michael Jordan, and I can't wait to see how this goes down. Now, obviously, as of late here in the NBA, Anthony Edwards has been absolutely killing it here in the NBA playoffs. The Timberwolves, at the time of recording this, are up 2-0 over the Denver Nuggets. Their third game is tonight, so we'll see how this goes down. Either way, though, there's been a whole ton of comparisons comparing Anthony Edwards to Michael Jordan. Obviously, he's nowhere close to how Jordan did in his career because obviously he's still so young and everything. There are plenty of resemblances and shades of Michael Jordan in Anthony Edwards' game. So today I'm putting them on the same team, see how things go together on the Minnesota Timberwolves. So if you're all ready, I'm ready. Let's get into the video and let's get started. First, let me show you the rotation first. So here's the rotation here that we're rocking with here in year number 1. We have Mike Conley at the 1. Anthony Edwards going to be at the 2. Jordan is at the 3. I mean, obviously, potentially I could have done Edwards, Jordan at the 1 and 2, and McDaniels at the 3, but I think this lines up better. Towns is going to be at the 4. Rudy Gobert is going to be at the 5, of course. Naz Reid coming off the bench, 6th man of the year there with Jay McDaniels, Monte Morris, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Can't wait to see how this goes down here in NBA 2K24. And I did say we're doing 3 years of this challenge with a challenge in each of these years. In each season, the goal is to at least win an MVP with either Edwards, Jordan, or really anyone on this team. But obviously, Edwards, Jordan is the most likely to do so. But the main goal each of these seasons is to win NBA championship. So let's see how things go down here. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 1. Let's hope for the best. At the end of the season here, Luka Doncic was your MVP, 35, 11, and 10. Absolutely crazy numbers. A triple-double for Luka Doncic this year. And I don't think Edwards or Jordan was able to average that, but still shout out Luka Doncic for that. Victor, of course, Rookie of the Year. Amen Thompson, 6th man. Victor, Defensive Player of the Year as well. No Edwards or Jordan on the All-NBA first team, though. Let's see if either of them made the second team. No, they did not. Edwards does make the third team as well as Michael Jordan, though, so we'll see how this goes down here. Checking out the player stats here first before we get into the record and all that. Let's see how they lined up this season. Anthony Edwards, though, 30 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists a game. That's what you like to see out of him. 27, 6, and 5 for Jordan. So Edwards actually averaged more points a game than Michael Jordan. That's pretty interesting to say at least. Towns had 16. Naz Reid had 14, coming off the bench. Conley with 9 and 6, a very solid season for him, and 8 points and 11 boards for Rudy Gobert, along with 2 blocks a game. At the end of the season, we were the 2nd seed out in the Western Conference. We were 2 games back behind the Dallas Mavericks for the 1st seed. So either way, I mean, I'm excited to see how things turn out here in the playoffs here. We're going to be taking on, let's see who in the play in the game. We're taking on the Pelicans here in the 1st round. We're just going to simulate right through the round. I mean, I don't really, if we lose to the Pelicans, I mean, I'd just be shocked. And well, let's just move on after that. You know what I said before, you just forget about that. Somehow, someway, the Timberwolves have been eliminated by the Pelicans in the 1st round. We were up 3-1-2, and we lost in 7 games. 125-121 loss here. Jordan with 31, Edwards with 25. That is just absolutely embarrassing. I don't know what to say after that, but you have Jordan Edwards on his team. This Timberwolves seems really good. I guess 2K is just a generational hater against them, and I don't know what else to say. Either way, let's go into next season. Let's hope for a better result, because that's pretty embarrassing to say the least. In year number 2 here, Luka Doncic wins yet another MVP, 36, 11, 11 this season. Absolutely crazy numbers from him right there. Sarr is your Rookie of the Year with the Pistons. Duran's on the Spurs. That was pretty interesting. 6th man of the year. Victor, Defensive Player of the Year. And Dyson Daniels is your most improved player. This season, we do end up with Anthony Edwards on the All-NBA first team. Shout out him. No Jordan is on either of those teams, though, but he does make the All-NBA third team, though. So, again, it looks like Jordan has taken a bit of a backseat here to Anthony Edwards in this simulation. Let's check the final results at the end of the season. Edwards this season, 33 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists a game. Very incredible right there. Jordan averaged 26 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Towns has 18 points and 8 boards this year. Reid with 16 off the bench. Conley had 9 points, and Gobert had 8 and 10 this season. We were the 3rd seed this year, going 59 and 23. 5 games back behind the OKC Thunder. Looks like we lost the season series against the Denver Nuggets there, which is where the 3rd seed, not the 2nd seed. We're 33 and 8 at home, 26 and 15 on the road. But again, all that really means nothing because we got to win here in the playoffs. Not like last year though, because we somehow still lost. I'm still mad about that. But either way, let's check out the Spurs roster here in the 1st round. Trey Jones, Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sohan, and Victor Wembanyama, and Jalen Duren. They got Tobias Harris and Bogdanovich and Bol Bol. I do think we should win, but I might have spoke too soon. Jeez, I literally simulated the round there. I was going to go by game, but either way, we get the job done there. That's what you like to see, 4-3 over the Spurs. And it took us 7 games, but we did get the job done. We got the job done, to say the least here. Let's look at the player stats here. Edwards in that series, I was 29, Jordan with 23, Towns with 20, and Reed with 17 and came off that bench though. Absolutely killer right there. We're taking on the Denver Nuggets here in the second round. They got Jamal Murray, KCP, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic, Kevin Porter Jr. is on the squad, Christian Braun. You know, this is the exact same squad in real life pretty much as the actual series here between the Nuggets and Timberwolves in real life, except obviously for the Timberwolves, they don't have Michael Jordan in real life, but they got Anthony Edwards though. So let's see how this goes down here in the second round. Who's going to win, the Timberwolves or the Nuggets here? Denver does take game 1, a 1-point victory. Jokic with 33, 14, and 9. Edwards with 33 in this one. Jordan only with 6 points. That's brutal right there. In game number 2, the Timberwolves do win here in this one, 41, 10, 11 for Jokic. There's like no answer for him right now. Jordan comes back though, 44 points in this one. Edwards with 39, Towns at 22. Big games here, and Rudy Gobert had a solid game as well. It is now a 1-1 series here. Game 3 goes to Minnesota. A huge victor, 150 to 101. That's absolutely crazy. Jordan with 40 points this one. Edwards at 29, 11, and 7. Bro, big performances between pretty much the entire roster here. Jokic at 23 for the Nuggets, but we're only up 2-1 here. Anything's possible here, and we're up 3-1 here. The Timberwolves beat the Nuggets in this one. Towns 24 in this one, leaned away. I see you, Karl-Anthony Towns. It was still again a huge performance, but we're getting the job done here. We're 1 win away from going to the Western Conference Finals against we'll find out probably the OKC Thunder, but we get the job done here in game number 5. 135-131 victory here. Jokic killing it, but Edwards 34 in this one. We're going to the Western Conference Finals, where we take on the OKC Thunder, a very tough matchup. They got Shea, Giddey, Dort, J-Dub, home run, Case and Wallace here. Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins is pretty much the exact same team as in real life. I should say it is the same team as in real life. In this matchup here, the Thunder and the Timberwolves, very realistic. That might happen in real life as well. So let's see how this goes down here on 2K24. In game number 1 here, the Thunder do take the first game. Shea with 33, J-Dub 25 in this one. Edwards at 30, Jordan had 25, Reed at 22, but we lost still by 20 points in this game 1 against the Thunder. Game 2, we also lose once more. Chet with 34, Shea 28, J-Dub 25, Jordan with 39 this one. Edwards at 28, Towns at 22, but again a 16-point loss. That is very unfortunate here for the Timberwolves. We do win here in game 3 back at home, 115-102. Jordan with 36 points in this one. Towns 24, Reed at 20. That's what you like to see, but you know, we got to come back still in the series, make it more even here, but we can't in game number 4 as the Thunder take this one 133-126. Edwards with a huge performance in this one. Only shot 13 of 30 though from the field. 31 points for Chet Holmgren, 30 for Shea, J-Dub 26. We are on the brink of elimination right here, but we do win here in game number 5. That's what you like to see. Chet with 22 in this one, with Jordan with 25 points. A big 20-point victory over the OKC Thunder here, but we still got to win 2 more games here. Let's go to Simcast here. Kind of curious to see how things turn out between these 2 squads. Obviously, the Thunder want to go to the NBA Finals. They got to win just 1 more game. The Timberwolves have to win both of them, and it looks like the Thunder are pulling away in this game right here, but we do come back towards the end. But either way, the Timberwolves have been eliminated, and Shea is your Western Conference Finals MVP. That's very unfortunate. The Thunder and the Cavs here in the NBA Finals, as the Thunder blew that series. The Cavs have won the championship. Mobley is your Finals MVP. So close, but unfortunately we could not get the job done here in year number 2. We only got 1 year left in this challenge. Absolutely crazy. Can we go and win NBA championship next season? Well, we'll find out shortly. I'm gonna see you guys at the end of year number 3. At the end of year number 3, Shea is your MVP, 28, 6, and 9. Very good season for him though. Unfortunately, Jordan or Edwards could not win MVP at all in the simulation, but you know, it is what it is. Cooper Flagg is your Rookie of the Year. Harper, 6th Man of the Year with the Mavs. Victor is your Defensive Player of the Year. Jose Alvarado is also on the Timberwolves now too. Is your most pro player. Shout Jose Alvarado right there. No Jordan or Edwards on the first team though. That sucks. Edwards is on the second team, up to a 98 overall. That's crazy here. And Jordan does make the 3rd team here. That's what you like to see. Jordan was the 3rd team all 3 years of the simulation here. He didn't make the first team once, so let's show you the player stats here at the end of the season. Edwards led the way in scoring for us this year, 28.6 rebounds, 4 assists. Jordan had 26.6 rebounds and 6 dimes. Towns had 16. Reed had 15 this year. Alvarado had 9. He actually played, he was starting this year at point guard. Interesting. And Gobert had 7 points and 8 boards. It looks like they got rid of Mike Conley here, or Mike Conley probably retired at this point. Either way, at the end of the season here, we were the 2nd seed behind the OKC Thunder here, behind them by 5 games. We were 53 and 29. Either way, I mean, we're in the same situation the last couple of years here. Let's see if we can move on here. The Pelicans are not as tough as the Mavericks. Let's see if the Mavericks have any changes on their roster. Luka, Kyrie, of course. They got Hachimura, Tobias Harris, Gafford, Derek Lively, Dylan Harper, Torian Prince here, and Cam Payne and Josh Richardson. They got a pretty good squad here as we end up losing here in game 1. We also have 1 point. That's brutal here. Jordan with 40 points here. Kyrie had 41 for the Dallas Mavericks. In game number 2 here, we do get the job done. 138 to 118. That's what you like to see. Edwards with 56 points. Oh my God. It's a huge performance by Anthony Edwards here. And Jordan had 41 points as well. That's 97 points combined here between the two of them. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. In game number 3 here, we do get the job done. Luka with 34 for them. However, Towns 28, 4-point victory. That's what you like to see here for the Timberwolves. But we end up losing here in game 4. Kyrie with 40 points. Luka at 32. Edwards at 59. Again, geez, 256 plus point performances here in the playoffs here. But we end up losing by 1 point. That's very brutal right there. We do end up winning here in game 5, only by 3 points. It is a very close series. Can we get the job done here in game number 6 and go to the next round? Yes, we are. We're going to the next round. We're taking on the Sacramento Kings. The Kings down the roster, they have Lillard now. That's very interesting. Davion Mitchell here, Kessler Edwards, Keegan Murray, Sabonis, Darren Sharp, Kevon Looney. I think the Dallas Mavericks squad is better than this, but we'll see how this goes down. Game number 1 here, the Timberwolves do win. Jordan with 37 is what you'd like to see. Lillard still drops 29 in this one. Game 2 here, we get the job done, 126-108. Edwards at 45. He's been absolutely killer, averaging 37 points a game here in the playoffs. He wants that ring badly. He wants it badly. Another victory, 44 for Lillard. But the thing is, though, they couldn't get the job done here. We still won by 5 points. Edwards at 37 in this performance. And game number 4 here is a clean sweep over the Kings. You don't have to say anything about it. But here we are, our toughest matchup once again, the OKC Thunder. They got Shea, Isaiah Joe, of course, Lou Dort, J. Depchat, Holmgren, Keeson Wallace. No Giddey on this team. That's very interesting. But, you know, they're still absolutely stacked. So let's see what happens here. In game number 1, we just can't beat them. Shea with 35 points in this one. Edwards with 35. But, again, we lost by 31. That's not looking good for us. Game 2, another loss, a 20-point loss against the OKC Thunder here. Nasri did this thing, but you know, the Towns is going to be more productive than 9 points right there. We do win here in game 3, just like last year. Edwards with 26, Jordan with 22, Towns at 22. But you know, we get to win more than one game here. In game number 4 here, we end up losing once again. I'm getting deja vu right here. 125-109. Again, another loss. Can we win here in anything? Well, we have to win out. We do win here in this one by 8 points, though. That's what you like to see. Jordan with 37, Edwards at 36. Again, 34 points a game here in the playoffs. Absolutely ridiculous. Can we win here in game 6? Yes, we can. We're actually going to game 7 here. That's what you like to see. Can we come back here? Let's go to Simcast here. We might jump in. We'll see how this goes down. Game 7, and of course OKC. Let's see how this goes down here between these two squads. Here is a very close game here. It's going back and forth. The Timberwolves are starting to pull away, and it looks like they're going to pull away, and there you have it. We're going to the NBA Finals. Let's go. Western Conference Finals MVP is Anthony Edwards. 32 points a game in that series. That's what you like to see. We're taking on the Detroit Pistons. Also, they were 3-1. They blew it. Shout out Steph Curry. Either way, let's go to the NBA Finals. We're taking on the Pistons. They got Cade Cunningham, Ivy, Asar Thompson, Siakam now, Sarr, Marcus Sasser, Quentin Grimes. You know, we can't count this Detroit Pistons here. They are a very solid squad. Game 1 here, we do end up winning. Ivy with 24 for them. Anthony Edwards 34, Jordan 33. We're up 1-0 here in the NBA Finals, but again, the Pistons can't count them out. Big performance there, 20-point victory for them in this one. Let's go to game number 3 here. We do end up winning here. Jordan with 37, K with 25 for them. Game number 4 here, we do end up winning. We're up 3-1, I should say, over the Pistons here. 24 for Towns, 22 for Edwards, 22 for Reed, and 19 for Jordan. We need one more win for an NBA championship. We can't do it in game number 5 as the Pistons come back. We lose by 12 points here. Okay, with big performance there, but can we do it here in game number 6? Yes, we can. The Minnesota Timberwolves have won the NBA championship. Michael Jordan is your Finals MVP, 28, 6, and 5. So there you have it. So unfortunately, the first 2 years did not go as planned, but we get the job done here, just barely here in year number 3. We are NBA champions. So if you all enjoyed the video, please share, like, subscribe for future content. I mean, as you can see, this Jordan Anthony Edwards duo would be absolutely killer if it happened. Obviously, it's never going to happen, but it's interesting to see how things play out here in 2K24. So if you want my team up with any other players, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. If not, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.